Many stores are closed today, whether due to celebrating the holiday or following pandemic restrictions. This morning, we'll run down a list of places that are still open in case you need that last-minute item.
A drier weather pattern made its way into the northwest. We're talking dry weather and cool temps as we head into the weekend.
This Thanksgiving, it may be hard to start conversations. We look at a way to start talking with loved ones over video chat.
Despite the warnings to stay home, millions are traveling for Thanksgiving. The scene at Spokane International Airport shows us more local people are staying put this year.
Up with KREM starts right now with Jen York, Joshua Robinson, Jeremy Legoo, and Dana Marie McNichol.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us here on Up with KREM. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone watching from home. Today we want to know, what are you thankful for? You can text us, let us know. We got a couple of responses already this morning, but we want to keep sharing your responses all morning long. All you have to do is text us to 509-448-2000. We're seeing everything from being thankful for their awesome fiance, thankful for mom finally going to teach the perfect pie recipe. That's one I can relate to, Jeremy.
Oh yeah, I really like that one. And you know, that fiance one, pro tip. I heard this from a friend once. He said, I can only call her my fiance for so long. It's the shortest thing I get to do in our entire relationship. So
wow.
Live it up.
I didn't think about that.
Oh,
that's
cute.
amazing.
Yeah.
Huh.
So thanks to that friend, wherever you are. All right. Well, I guess it's time to let you guys know what's coming in terms of weather, because everybody's wondering today. The good news is we are done with the rain and the snow for now. And as we wake up this morning, well, temperatures are on the cooler side, and that's leading to some patchy fog early on. We are seeing that in a few locations. Airway Heights is one of those, but temperatures hovering right around freezing early on today. Spokane 31, Coeur d'Alene 32, Sandpoint 34, and a little bit cooler over in Moses Lake. Not much to talk about on the radar if you're heading up and over the mountains. Just be ready for temperatures to drop. Some of the snow from yesterday melted. Could be looking at a couple slick spots, but that's really going to be about it early on today. Temps staying in the 30s all day, though. It is going to be a little bit cooler as you head out the door for that virtual turkey trot. So you're going to want to virtually bundle up and be ready for those cooler temps. But as I say, if you run just a little bit faster, you get just a little bit warmer. And hey, who wants to be cold? All right, so bundle up, get ready for it. It's not all that bad today. Dana Marie?
All right, bundle up. Got it, Jeremy. All right, there's plenty of time this year for a post-Thanksgiving nap, especially since a lot of those stores normally open on Black Friday are closed this year. Walmart announced earlier this year that they will not be open today for the first time since the 1980s. Other stores include Target, quickly followed, saying it was a way to support and protect employees. Trader Joe's and Costco will also be closed today. Several companies, including Uber Eats, Postmates, and DoorDash, will also be delivering Thanksgiving from participating businesses that are open today. Now, if you're in the middle of cooking your Thanksgiving feast and you realized you forgot something, like I will definitely do, there are some stores open for short hours today. Fred Meyer, before 3 p.m., you could pick something up. Winco also closes at 3 today. Safeway and Albertsons will be opened for shorter hours.
Now, if you and your family are in need of a Thanksgiving meal today, there are still some available around Spokane. Things are going to look different this year, of course, but the pandemic has not stopped the Salvation Army's Thanksgiving Day community meal. Between 1:30 and 3:30, or until food runs out, the Salvation Army will be serving Thanksgiving Day meals to vulnerable families or individuals who may need them. It'll be a drive-through and walk-up to-go style at the address that we've got on your screen right now. And Fresh Soul will also be handing out 100 free meals today. These meals are coming from a generous donation that the restaurant was given. Fresh Soul will be open this morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. or until all of their meals are given away. And Thanksgiving is, of course, always seen as one of the most hectic holiday travel weekends, especially if you're traveling this year. Many people have had to rethink their entire Thanksgiving travel plans, with many states still having strict travel restrictions. Some folks are still choosing to travel. The day before Thanksgiving is normally a day airports are filled to the brim with travelers, but yesterday was a much different scene. As you can look on your screen right now, this is Spokane International Airport just yesterday with very few travelers. KREM spoke to some travelers at the airport, the very few that were there last night, to see what they're doing to stay safe while they travel.
This COVID stuff is a pain in the butt and puts a big damper on everything, but I'm still going.
Between you and me, it was actually pretty empty, and so I was pleasantly surprised, but I came real ready. Like the seat
now, if you do have any if you do have to fly, excuse me, for any necessary reason, remember to wear a mask and wash your hands frequently. Dana Marie?
Well, in the time without the pandemic, we would normally see a Thanksgiving looking like this, gathering around the table with family and friends. But now holidays are going to look a lot more like this, over the phone and FaceTime through Zoom. It can be tough to break long-held traditions like gathering with loved ones for the Thanksgiving holiday. It may be even harder to explain why you're choosing to stay home this year to friends and family who may feel hurt by the decision or who just don't stand by the pandemic. So how do you start that conversation with your extended family or loved ones who may not understand? KREM spoke with Behavioral Director for Multicare, Samantha Clark. She says the first step is to start with the heart. Saying you love them and wish you could spend time with them goes a long way.
Resilience and joy go together hand in hand. They really do. And that is what COVID is asking of us. You can be silly, if you can have fun, if you can laugh, do whatever you can in your day to just provide that.
Clark says be open and honest and to be direct with talking about importance of safety. Also focus on the high hopes for future holidays and just try to have some fun. A lot of great tips there. Just be that positive light for your family members when you can. And we have technology, right guys? So we can see them still.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for my virtual Thanksgiving with my family all the way across the country.
Yeah, I love the idea of almost kind of looking at it like approaching the situation like we know that there's this stuff that could be talked about. We know it's there. Let's just ignore it. Let's just forget about it.
Yeah.
We've got better things to focus on. I love that mentality, Dana Marie. Well, coming up this morning, 2020 has given us plenty to talk about at the Thanksgiving table this year, whether it's in person or virtual. But rather than talking politics or about other controversial topics, you can shift it to things you have in common with each other. We'll take a closer look after the break.
And even though Thanksgiving will look different, it's still a time to reflect and be thankful. Coming up in our next half hour, we talk to some community members to see what they're thankful for.
Cloudy and cool today, but things are shifting as we head into the weekend. We're talking more sunshine after the break.
And I'm ready to dive into the stuffing, the rolls, the potatoes. But of course, we want to hear from a dietitian on how to stay a little bit safer this year in terms of healthiness. We're going to hear from dietitian nutritionist Monica Jacobson, who gives us some healthy tips.
Moving your body on Thanksgiving is a great way to especially just get up and get things started. So of course we won't have big turkey trots in our city this year, but there is still a lot you can do, participate in virtually or even just with your household. Go out and get some fresh air, go for a walk, go for a hike, or if you're at home, do a workout video, something like that, just to get your body moving before a day of lounging around and eating